We've all seen gadgets on TV that we know made somebody millions, right? We've also heard that timing is everything, right? And we've all heard of incredible success stories where people were at exactly the right place at exactly the right time and fortunes were made. It's just most of us didn't get to participate. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, I wish I could think of or find the next latest, greatest gadget or device before most of the world knew about it? Well, listen to this short presentation all the way to the end, and you're about to get a chance at what could be the next technology device that could explode on the internet and create a huge recurring income. Now, wealth usually happens when there's a convergence of trends, when things happen in the economy that negatively affect the masses. This can create a huge need, and then if you have the perfect technology come along at the perfect time, the people who see this and get involved early can become unbelievably successful. So let's look at what's going on right now and how it affects the masses. Then we'll look at how our new technology device or gadget could come into play for millions of Americans that could create hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue that you could participate in. All right, let's face it, with interest being low off and on now for years, most people have bought the new car, bought or refinanced their house, and those industries and related industries and all the people working in them are hurting big time. Also, millions of jobs are going overseas, thousands of companies are downsizing, retirement plans and benefits are going away. Most people don't even have the money to send their kids to college, much less retire. So most people are just existing or barely getting by because the cost of living is skyrocketing faster than their income. Gas prices have gone up over 40% recently, with fuel prices now causing airlines, trucking companies, and shipping companies to lose billions. What do you think is going to happen when those companies continue to increase their prices to make and ship all those goods and services that you use every day? Haven't you already noticed that the price of almost everything you buy is going up incredibly fast? How much more can you take? If you don't make enough money, what happens? You borrow money or use credit cards to live on. You know what's really scary? Unfortunately, the biggest growth industry recently is debt. So what happens then? Millions of people start thinking, what can I do? How can I make more money? You're about to see how that could be incredibly profitable for you. Now let's look at how technology going from big to small has affected the masses in the past. We've all seen how big computers and cell phones used to be. Computers took up entire rooms and cost millions. Cell phones were huge and cost thousands. Only the rich could afford them. Now look at how small and inexpensive they are. Almost everyone you know has a cell phone and one or more computers. So going from big to small and becoming affordable to the masses has created thousands of millionaires in those industries. Now let's look at some exclusive technologies that our company owns. What if you had a new technology device about the size of a high-quality electric razor and about the same price, and within just a few minutes you thought you looked years younger? You do realize that millions of people want what I just described, right? I can tell you that people have looked for the fountain of youth for all of recorded history. And since nobody has found it, hundreds of millions of dollars are spent every year trying to achieve it. Did you know surgical procedures to look younger are up almost 60% in just the last few years? Most of the procedures are too expensive or too risky for the average person. Also, it's not just women. Men are the biggest percentage of growth. Since I'm a man, I can tell you if men could try something quick and easy from home without anybody knowing, millions of them would be interested. So this is genius. There has been one alternative around for years. Until recently, the technology was a huge machine that produces a stimulating current, and that machine started out costing upwards of $100,000. Again, only the elite could afford ongoing treatments that could cost thousands of dollars a year. Now, in order for the technology device to work, there are some application products that have to be used, and our company has the exclusive rights to them, which is good. If you're in a business, you don't want a consumer to be able to order your product from another company. The application products can be purchased online, and this creates recurring or residual income. Now, from a business or an income standpoint, the exclusive application products being reordered are the key. Every savvy business person wants recurring or residual income because it means you get paid over and over for something that you did once, or from something purchased online once and you received reorders. Again, like the cell phone, they sometimes give them away just so you'll pay for the service every month because that's recurring income for them. If you want the free time to spend doing the things you really want to do, spend the times with the ones that you love, travel, etc., you must have something reordered or online to create this recurring income. There is a quick and simple instructional video that they can watch. Anyone can do a treatment in only a few minutes for the cost of around $7, so everyone can afford it. I can tell you the numbers of people who try this and get instant results and buy the handheld device is staggering. Our company won't let me make a claim, but the percentage is so high you probably wouldn't believe me anyway unless you try it for yourself. I can tell you based on the company's initial test with this technology, we had about 100 people try it the first month. Very shortly thereafter, 12,000 of these devices were purchased. You need to know that when 12,000 people join the business, that can create $600,000 in bonuses and thousands of recurring incomes in that 1 month alone. The money that can be made over the next few years for the person who acts right now could be staggering. This could add many more millionaires to the over 500 that our company has created with other technologies and with average people just like you and I. Not to mention the thousands who just want to make some money from home or be their own boss. Also an interesting footnote. Starting out, a man has been the top producer with this device because he understands the power of the trends. He doesn't get bogged down in what it is. If you really want to be financially free, you shouldn't either. Are you starting to get the picture? I can tell you when it comes to quality gadgets, men love looking at the sharper image catalog, and women love the thought of looking younger in minutes, and we all love money. So nothing will go around the internet faster than this, and every time it's purchased, you can make a bonus and recurring income. Another wonderful thing about this business is there's no need for you to have an office, employees, or travel to do meetings. And you don't have to warehouse or deliver anything if you don't want to. It's like a ground floor opportunity without the risk of a startup company. Because as you probably know, thousands of companies like this come and go. To have a solid financial backer is key to your long-term success. We're backed by a billion-dollar company with the highest financial rating available by Dun & Bradstreet, which is a 5A1. Only 0.1% of all companies rate this high. We have a 25-year track record and operate in more than 40 countries. So you have a huge global infrastructure behind you. Now let me say that in a way that you can better understand. Have you ever made money in another country that you have never been to while you're asleep? I have. That's the power of having a global infrastructure behind you as a technology or product is sold or used all over the world. In closing, there's a statement that I heard once that I think holds true for where we are right now, and it's this. There is no defense against an excellence that meets a pressing public need. This is just like the perfect storm, where everything is coming together all at once. You and millions of others have huge financial needs. This could drive thousands of people to you through the internet looking for ways to make money. The technology has now gone from big to small, and we have the device and exclusive rights to the application products that make it work. Then those products create the recurring income that could set you free financially. This is going to be huge, and people are going to create wealth with or without you. So ask yourself this. If you keep ignoring the facts and things continue to get worse, what are you going to do? Most of us who are now hugely successful with the company were once where you are right now. We could have ignored this business too, but we didn't. And now we're free to do whatever we want for as long as we want, and the cost to do it is not an issue. Think about it for a second. Do you realize how that really feels? It's incredible. So I hope this made some sense to you.